So here's my movie review for Superman 2. This movie had a rough history. Richard Donner got fired before he could complete the movie. So Richard Lester took his place as director for the movie. It starts out with an attack on the Eiffel Tower, and for some reason, Lois had to be in France. It sets a more comedic tone for the movie and gives more Superman action from the start. Meanwhile, Lex escapes prison and heads right to the North Pole to discover the Fortress of Solitude. He uses the crystals to get information on Zod and his gang. This sets up a greater threat for Superman, and to be honest, I prefer that to his plan in the original movie. Now Lois and Clark has this weird subplot in Niagara Falls where it's mostly a reason for Lois to try to unmask Clark and make him admit that he is actually Superman. Once again, this is lighthearted and comedic, and it's just there to give us things to do with the Man of Steel. Eventually, she discovers Clark's true identity in a very clumsy way. It fits Clark, but I don't think Superman would trip and fall in a fire unless he wanted to do it on purpose to let Lois know. Might as well just straight up tell her. I found that a little bit stupid. After all of this, we are introduced to my favorite characters in the movie, General Zod and his gang. Zod is a badass. This leads to comedy and badassery. Terrence Stamp is iconic as General Zod. He has this presence and a voice that demands respect. He was perfectly cast in this role. Suddenly, there's a romance story that kind of feels out of place. That's just my opinion. And it leads to Superman choosing to lose his powers after talking with his mother. I'm sure they didn't have permission to use Marlon Brando's footage. I'm personally not a fan of getting rid of powers, but I have to admit, in this movie, it works very well. And the way he gets his powers back is pretty much badass. I love it. The special effects is really a downgrade. The green screen is even worse than the first movie, but in no way it distracts us from any of the fun that I had personally. The fight scenes are epic. The White House battle is awesome, and the final battle between Zod and Superman is insane. Maybe there's a few powers that are over the top, but I loved it. The way Superman beats the bad guys is genius. At the end of the day, it's a great sequel. I like it almost as much as the original. I give it a 4